Hello, everyone. It's Cynthia. I hope everyone is doing great because you know I am. Well, I am back to do another tag, and I'm loving this tag because this is right down my alley. It's called Calling All Thriftologists. Thriftologists, yes. I got this tag for one of my sisters on YouTube, Kay Harris. She did this tag, and I thought it was great. So she put the challenge out for anyone who was interested in doing this tag to go ahead and do it. So I told her that I was going to do it. So the first question on this tag is, um, when and why did I start thrifting? Oh my God, I started thrifting in my teens. Uh, I can tell you, it was way back when disco was out, and I was looking for those the dresses that spin around really wide and stuff. Um, that's when I started thrifting. So back in the disco era, I was looking for those and doing the hustle, and I wanted my dresses to twirl. So that's when I started thrifting. Um, it was a cheaper way at that time. We didn't have much money, so it was a cheaper way of getting uh, that kind of fashion for a cheaper price. And so, with the store being filled with 50s and 60s dresses, I was sure to find something that twirled, and I did. Who do you usually thrift with? I thrift by myself. I find it better because I'm going to be in there at least 2 hours because I look at everything. So usually I go by myself. I enjoy going by myself because some people don't thrift like me. They're going there and they're limited on what they're looking for, and if they don't find it, they're ready to go. And then I like to go to other stores and they get tired, whereas I don't. So I'd rather go by myself. What is the first section you go to in a thrift store? The first section I go to, it depends on that store, but the one that I've been going to lately, the first section I go to is the purses. That's where I go to first. I go to the purses and knock that out really quick because I might have something at home that can go with it, and that I can match up really fast. So, or find something unique. I want to snatch that up because there's something about that purse section. If someone gets a purse, when I get in there and I didn't go to that purse section and someone else has gotten to that purse section and they got a purse that I might have gotten, I'd be really mad. So in order for me not to get mad, I go to the purse section first. Knock it out real quick so anybody else who goes there, I know what's over there and it ain't nothing, or I got what the best of the best. What type of stuff do I look for in the store? It depends on what I'm looking for. Usually, if I'm random, I'm looking at everything in the store except for everything in clothes and purses and shoes. That I am looking for in the whole section. Um, if I'm going for something specific, say I'm working on my house or something like a room or something, then uh, I stick with that ideal in mind, and therefore I will avoid going to the clothes section, but I will still go to the purses, but I'll avoid going to the clothes section. Uh, if I have something in mind, then I'll stick with that section. If I'm doing, like linen or pots and pans, or finding something to organize my room with, or I need, a spread or a blanket, not a blanket, but a spread or a comforter or something like skirts for the beds or whatever, then I go in there with that ideal and I stay in that department, except for the purses. I will go to the purses and then I'll go to that department. Um, so it depends on what I'm looking for. If I'm going in random, I'm just going to stay in the clothes section. But if I'm going for household, I'm going to go to the purses and then I'm going to go to household, but I'm not going to go in the clothes section. What is your favorite thrift store ever? This one that I'm visiting now is so far is my favorite thrift store that I'm going to, and it's the VOA, the new VOA here. So, and I like their layout, and I like what they have, and it's nice and clean. Um, Second to that, there's a Goodwill out in the suburbs that I like to go to, and then there's Plato's Closet. What has been my best find? My best find, I'm gonna say my best find is my four-post bed that I bought. I bought a bed. It's not the high post, but it's the smaller, like medium post bed. That was my best find to me at this time. And you know what? I like my dresser too. My dresser and mirror. I think those two things were my best finds out of anything that I've ever found. I love my bed. I love it, and I love my dresser because I love all those drawers. I love it, and it's heavy. Um, you go to these furniture stores and the furniture is so light. It's nice and stuff, but it's so light. I don't like buying bedroom furniture, so I went for heavy stuff. I went for something heavy. So I love my bed and I love my dresser with mirror, and then I love my dresser drawer, but it's one of those light dresser drawers, but it's still nice. So, anyways, that's me. I'm just rattling on. What do you think about people who think thrifting is gross? I don't think about. Well, that's their opinion. They're entitled to their opinion, and it's their loss because you can find some really. If I there's certain things that there are things that if I didn't tell them that it came from the thrift store, they would know. They would not know. If you didn't tell them, they wouldn't know. So, oh well, more for me. Uh, a funny story or an inspiring story about thrifting. Funny story or inspiring story. Um, a funny story. I think the funny story is when I used to years ago I used to go thrifting and I would buy lamps. If I see a nice lamp, I'm buying it. I mean, I love mood lighting, and so I'm buying it. And my husband would say, "Oh Lord, here she come with another lamp." And he was like, "Why did you buy another lamp?" I said, "Well, I like it. It gives a room ambiance." And I would come home with these lamps, and he said, "Girl, if you come in here with one more lamp, please stop buying all these lamps. It don't make no sense. You always plugging something up." And so I was having a yard sale, or some no, someone was here and said something about the lamps or having a yard sale or something. I can't remember. But I remember my husband saying, "Yeah, we got plenty of lamps for sale." So that's my thing because if it's a nice lamp and I like it, I don't know. I just like lamps. I like mood. I like they set a mood, it, and I just like them. So that's my story about thrifting and buying lamps. I just love nice looking lamps, so I can't help it. But anyways, that's it. What is your best tip for starting for starting thrifting? Um, am I saying that right? I don't think I'm saying that sentence right. What is your best tip for starting thrifters? Thrifters. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry if I can't say that right. Um, have an open mind when you do. Uh, Look beyond what an item. Be creative. Be patient. Um, think outside the box when you do uh, thrifting. When you start. Um, think outside the box and be patient. Look at everything. You never know. Some things are hidden. Look at everything. That means be patient. Okay? Don't rush. If you don't find it today, go to another store. And if you don't find it today, you'll find it next week, or tomorrow. But you will find it. Trust and believe that. If not that, you'll find something even better than what you thought you were looking for. Okay? Let me see. What is okay? Would you be willing to give up thrifting only if I became rich? Or yeah, rich. Then again, it depends on what I'm looking for. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I think if I became rich, I would. And because I would say, I don't need it. Leave that space. I make a space for someone else. I don't want to take anything from someone else who might be able to use it. And yeah, no, I would give it up if I became rich. I wouldn't need to go there anymore. I wouldn't need to go there anymore. Who's your favorite thrifter on YouTube? Well, I don't have well, let me put it this way. The inspiring. I'm going to change that to inspiring thrifter. And that would be what is his name? Oh, Daniel Trophy. That's his name. Trophy, I think it is. Daniel Trophy inspired me to look at designer stuff. He inspired me to look at labels when I thrift. And when I started doing that, I started finding things that I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is here. Before, I did not look at labels. I only looked at what I liked and what I could fit and what I felt that I could work with. That's it. But when I turned to his channel, found his channel, and he was like reading off all these labels and designers, and I'm like, these are at the thrift store. And when he started showing the outfits and stuff like that there with the designer labels in them, and they're actually in a thrift store, then that's when I started looking at designer labels and stuff like that there. So Daniel Trophy inspired me to start looking at labels when I go to the thrift store. Well, that's my story. And I enjoyed doing this tag. I really did. Again, I have to thank K Harris for bringing this to our attention. I enjoyed this, and I am throwing this tag out to anyone who's interested in doing it. Please feel free to do it. I will post the tag questions at the bottom of my in the directions at the bottom of the screen here. Okay? So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.